all you've said so far is Fox News, sir.
Fox News. I
Why do you support Trump?
I think it's very unfair that Democrats they hate Trump just because of who he is. I think if you're gonna hate someone, you should have a reason, and I get a lot of your reasons can be valid, but it doesn't make sense to hate him just because he's Trump. I think if you're going to
You
hate
disagreed that I have
someone for
reasons.
no, I'm saying like you do have your reasons and you're allowed to believe what you want. I just think it's a little unfair that most Democrats hate him and all his policies and what he does just because who he is, which I think is a little unfair.
I
I
disagree.
think
I
you
disagree.
should.
I think most people hate him because he's done horrible things.
Don't you think the media maybe might be lying to you?
On what point?
I mean, if you're going to listen to media, like, I feel like a lot of people they look at clips and then they make judgment based on that clip. If you're
Okay.
going to accuse him of saying something or he's done something, I think not everyone. I'm not saying you do this. I'm not saying anyone does this. If you're going to make an assumption on him, you should like educate yourself a little bit and listen to the whole story instead of just making assumptions
Yeah,
based
what's
on
making you
clips. You
think
know what I
I've done
mean?
that?
I'm not saying you done that. I'm just saying most people do that. They watch clips and they're
That's
just like,
applicable to
oh, he
MAGA,
said
right?
this or he said that. Huh?
That's applicable to MAGA as well, right?
I'm not saying Democrats, Republicans do that. I mean, anyone does that. You can
Okay.
look at a clip of someone
Okay, so like, can you
saying
give
something and
me
yeah,
can you give me any specifics here for like why you are supporting Trump or
just because I think that his what he does fits um fits what I like. When I go to vote for someone, I think what are they going to do for me?
okay.
Not only what they're going to do for me, what they're going to do for America. You know what I mean?
Okay. What has Trump done to benefit the average American?
Um, I think he's done a good job at like lowering cost of houses. I think he's done a good job of in controlling our border. I think he has done a good job of not starting a war, even though there is the Iran problem.
He started the war with
Obviously,
Iran, and he has also
yeah,
said that
he's
he
done
wants to
that.
keep housing prices up because he doesn't want people to lose out on their housing value. So he's explicitly said that he's violated that. Plus, inflation has gone up higher than what it was at the end of Biden's administration.
I think gas prices were a little bit higher during Biden's term. If I was, they're probably like around the same
Gas
during
prices are
Biden's
higher
term.
right now than they were at the end of Biden's administration. There was a point under Biden's administration that was higher, but that's not due to the Biden administration policy. That was due to the OPEC 2020 deal. That was due to Russia invading Ukraine. There are specific outside environmental causes for that are completely not based upon what Biden did. Whereas Trump, he started the war with Iran, which caused gas prices to go up.
If we're arguing on that, I'd say I'd rather have high gas prices than nuclear war with Iran, because that's the one. I mean, one thing Kamala said, one thing Biden said is, when they're asked,
Mr. Harris.
what was one thing you want to say to Iran, and they said don't. And then what did Trump say? I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them. If I was Iran, I'd be terrified. Like if someone said that
They're
to me, I'd
not.
be scared.
They're not. So like
Well,
so Iran got closer to getting a nuke because of Donald Trump. He pulled out of the JCPOA that capped their level of
mhm.
enrichment of uranium at 3.67%. They then enriched their uranium after Trump pulled out of the deal to 60%, according to the IAEA, which is closer than 90% that's required to go weapons grade.
Okay. But also when Biden was in office during his first term or his term, he closed off a lot of like drilling points. So like we weren't allowed to drill for
What does
oil
this have to
anywhere.
do with the
And
nuclear weapon?
I'm just going back to the gas prices.
Okay, so the specific things that you're referencing are you're talking about drilling sites?
Yeah, he closed
You
off.
know, he
Like that's
he
one of the
signed
reasons
off. He
why.
signed off on. You're talking about for federal lands, which he brought back, and they did more domestic production of oil than any country in the history of the world, and of any
Hmm.
point in the U.S.'s history. After that point, he actually signed off on more permits than Trump did.
That's not true.
That is true.
And where's your information coming from?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just you can't say something and not have a resource.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna not be able to provide that. I got you.
Most people just they just say stuff and don't have a resource.
Oh, I mean, I do this for a job, so I mean,
I
I
know.
kind of know what's
I'm
gonna
not.
be
I'm not
right.
criticizing you for anything.
The article title is Biden granted more oil and gas drilling permits than Trump in his first 2 years in office.
And what's the website or the source you have?
I just told you the title. It's on Yahoo.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
The title is Biden granted more oil and gas drilling permits than Trump in his first 2 years in office.
Okay, what's the source though? Like, what's the website that you're looking at?
Yahoo.
Why would you trust Yahoo?
Sorry, they cite it from the Bureau of Land Management.
Yahoo's not a reliable source though.
Sir, that's just where you can click on the. That's where the article is, so that you can read into it. They cite the Bureau of Land Management. You can
Okay,
click on that.
okay. So that
Like
might
they,
be
they
true
show
then.
you the federal APD report.
Okay. I'm not disreg. I mean, yes, I'm a Trump supporter, but it doesn't mean I like everything he does. I think what he does benefits me the most. That's all. I mean, you're entitled to vote for who you want. I just think, um, not saying you or not saying you and Dean or anyone does it, but I think that it's a little wrong to hate him only because of who he is. Like, if you're going to disregard what he does, it can't be because
You already
he's
agreed I
Trump.
have reason to dislike him. I'm not just
You
disliking
you do
him
have reason.
because he's him. So then why are you criticizing me by saying I'm disliking him just for who he is when you've already agreed I am disliking him based upon specific reason?
To reciprocate what I'm trying to say is you're allowed to vote and like who you want. I'm just saying that a lot of Democrats they attack him a little too harsh. Like people said some
I
mean
think
things
Democrats
about him.
don't attack him harsh enough.
Yes, you guys say some pretty mean stuff to him, which
And we should be
you can have
meaner.
you can have your opinions on him, but you got to remember that he's a human being,
He called
and
for
we're
the
all
execution of his political opponents because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders. I have absolutely zero fucking sympathy for Trump. Absolutely zero.
he's still a human being. You like that's what causes war.
And
That's what
when did he
causes.
ever? He celebrated the death of Rob Reiner and Robert Mueller. When did he provide that to anyone else?
I don't know who that is.
Robert Mueller, the person who just investigated him, right?
And
And he literally celebrated his death.
well, because he probably couldn't find anything. It's like when they
Wow, so like
raided
you
his
just
Mar-a-Lago
justify it. You see how
place.
you justify it?
I'm not saying he might have said might have, you shouldn't celebrate anyone's death. I don't care if it's Trump or not. I mean, I'm not saying I glorify him. I'm not saying I'd go to dinner with him. I'm just saying I vote for him based on what I've been told from media, from the news, from family members. Just because, like and I'm not gonna vote again because I'm not that big into politics. I just think if you're going to judge Trump for what he does, you should have a reliable source. You should have your reasons. You can like who you want. I just think
Wait, can you tell me what
Democrats.
reliable sources are? Can you give me
I
examples?
listen to Fox News.
You're trolling, right? You're trolling.
I don't watch Fox News, but if it's on, I'm going to
You just
listen
you
to it.
just said you watch it. I asked you what are reliable sources, and all you have to cite is Fox News. Are you
Fox
serious?
News. Fox News.
What else?
Well, you get TikTok.
You've got to be trolling me, dude.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay. What are reliable sources?
Fox News.
No, be serious.
Fox News.
Be serious.
I listen to Fox News.
What else do you listen to for reliable news?
I can't go on Google because Google is a leftist. I don't
Google
go
is
to
a
CNN
leftist.
because
Google is definitely not leftist.
yes, they are. They don't like Trump.
What? That doesn't make them leftist.
Yeah, it does. You can't find one thing on Google that says
Wait, I'm
something
sorry.
negative
Wait,
about
do you
Trump.
think everyone who doesn't like Trump is a leftist?
No,
So,
you
so
could
my,
be a
my
Republican and not
grandma
like
my
him.
grandma who doesn't like Trump's a leftist?
No, you could be a Republican and not like him.
Okay, so then what's your point? So not
What I'm
liking
saying
Trump
is,
doesn't mean you're a leftist, right?
no, I'm not. I mean, you could be a Republican, Democrat, you can be whatever, you're conservative and not like Trump. Just because you vote for one side of the party doesn't mean you like that
Yeah,
person.
so Google's a search engine. It's not leftist in of itself. Okay, I don't know where you
Yes,
got
but
that from.
anytime I try
Secondly,
to
it's a search engine, not a source. So I'm asking you, what are reliable sources? All you've said so far is Fox News, sir.
Fox News, I listen to my dad a lot, which I guess is not a big source, but sometimes you have to just believe what your parents say. And anytime I try to debate my dad on certain things, he does give me a
Hey, by the way, his reliable
yeah.
sources so far, Fox News and Dad. You're such a joke, dude.
Because anytime
Fox News and your dad? Come on. You think that's bias? Do you
no,
think
I'm
that's
not saying it's
bias?
biased. I'm just saying anytime he does explain things to
That
me,
is
I
definitely
kind of
bias,
like.
sir.
I'm not saying it's biased. What I'm saying is when he explains things to
No,
me,
it
I
is
kind of
bias.
go. Can I finish? Anytime he explains things to me, I start going through my head like, okay, how does that make sense? I'm trying to figure out how does that make sense, and then he explains to me like this is why Trump does this, this is why this happens, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Morally, that makes sense to me. You're allowed to disagree and you're allowed to agree with different people. I think, and this is one thing I think Charlie Kirk did a great job of,
I'm sorry, you
is
said I
debating
needed
people.
reliable news. And wait, you have to sources, literally Fox News and your father. Hello,
Fox News,
sir,
my
that
dad,
you do not
and
have
Charlie
more
Kirk.
reliable sources than me. How about you look at AP News, NPR, PBS, Reuters? How about you look at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the St. Louis Federal Reserve? How about you take a look at the Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, the Committee for the Congressional Budget Office? How about you take a look at bipartisan sources?
Because I don't care about politics. I think it's a very
Then
violent,
why are
negative
you on a
subject.
stream right now talking about politics?
Because I'm just trying to get your idea of everything. Because a
So
lot
you
of
care about my
Democrats are
position on
very.
politics?
I care about anyone's position on politics.
So
If
you
you
care
if you're
about
gonna go into
politics,
politics, I care about people's opinions, and I want to know what they think about it.
which
Because
means you care about
I,
politics.
I, to an extent, yes. To an extent, yes. But I like hearing people out because I think that's the big thing when you're coming to an agreement or disagreement is to hear people out, and that's one thing that politics has a terrible job of is hearing people out peacefully. And that's when war starts. That's when people start arguing. That's when bad things happen, is when people stop talking about politics and having a decent conversation about it without arguing, going back and forth, and not reaching a point to anything. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I think it's important to engage in civil discussion, civil dialogue.
Thank you. We can agree on something. And I think when a lot of people say bad things about Trump, it's like, okay, but can you say one thing nice about him? And a lot of people can't. So can I ask you this, Parker? Can you say one thing that Trump has done that you think is good? One thing,
Operation Warp Speed.
not a real thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you name one other thing?
Wait, what? You just said it wasn't a real thing. Did you not know Operation Warp Speed was a real thing?
I didn't really read into it, but I know what it is. I didn't read that deep into it.
Okay.
I understand what
Can
the
you
whole
tell me
mission of it
something
was.
that you like about Harris?
Well, one clip that comes out to me a lot, and I think it's very disrespectful on her part, is she did question JD Vance's loyalty to the country, which I think was very, very disrespectful because
No,
he
can you
was
tell
a
me one
Marine.
thing that she did that you like?
No, because no one, I don't like
Wow.
anything about her.
Wow.
I don't
Okay, so
think.
so you just see, oh, you probably couldn't mention a single thing about Trump that you liked. Not a single good thing. All you think about Trump is negative. And then I ask you, can you say a single thing about Harris that you like? And you're like, "No. There's not a single thing about her that I like."
I think she's a decent speaker. I think she's fighting for what she believes in. I
I'm
think that's a
asking in
good
terms
thing.
of policy.
I don't like her policy. I don't think she would have done a great job as president.
Okay. Can you name one policy of hers that you disagree with?
No, because I don't read about Democratic policies. Because I don't care
So
to
how can you
listen.
say that her policies are bad if you don't even know her policies?
She hasn't done anything good.
Yes, she has. You
Can
just
you
aren't
educate me?
informed.
Educate me.
Okay. She had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president in U.S. history, including the Inflation Reduction Act, the largest investment in renewable energy ever, which contained a $35 per month cap on insulin for those that are on Medicare, and a $2,000 cap on pharmaceuticals out of pocket for those that are on Medicare.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Can
Not
you name
saying
a
she's done
single thing
anything
that
bad.
JD Vance has done as vice president other than sit on the couch and go to Disneyland?
He's fought for this country. His running mate Trump has taken a bullet for this country.
I asked
He's.
anything that he's done as vice president, sir.
I mean, I haven't heard anything about him.
Okay? You said his running
Yeah,
mate took a bullet.
yeah, he took a bullet.
Yeah,
Did Biden take it? Did they ever shoot at Biden? Why didn't they shoot at Biden
yeah,
yet?
they did.
Why
There were
haven't they shot at
assassination
Kamala?
attempts against Biden. There were attempts against Obama. More against Obama than there was against Trump.
But put this into perspective. Don't you
Secondly,
think the
like
person
Trump
that they
got
keep
lucky.
trying
He
to
didn't
kill?
take a bullet, bro. He got lucky and it didn't kill him.
That's weird because a lot of other Democrats would be happy that he got shot. You think that's okay? Celebrate the fact that someone almost died?
To celebrate the fact that someone almost died. I mean, sounds like something Trump's done. Would you say that's bad?
No. I don't think it's okay to be happy that someone got shot. That's never okay.
And you'd never support someone who
There's,
did that?
I No, I don't support people that think it's okay to shoot people.
Okay, who celebrate the deaths of other people, right?
I've had coworkers being like, "Oh man, did Trump get shot
So wait,
again?"
no, so
Oh,
so you would never support a candidate that celebrated the deaths of their political opponents, correct?
no, because that's not okay.
So Trump
You
has
can't. You
celebrated the
shouldn't.
death of Rob Reiner and
He was
Robert Mueller.
probably he was probably making a joke.
No, he explicitly said that he was glad that he died. Not joking. And also, by the way, if I made a joke about his death, would you be okay with it?
No, I'm not okay with it. I'm not saying I'm okay
So
with
it's
Trump
it's
making
wrong
jokes
when
about
it's
it.
wrong when we do it about Trump, but it's okay when Trump does it to Robert Mueller.
It's not okay for anyone to do it. I don't care who you are.
Okay,
You
so
should
then
never,
so then you
ever.
said you would never support Robert Mueller, right? Or sorry, not Robert Mueller, Trump for celebrating the death of Robert Mueller, right?
Just because I don't like something he says doesn't mean I don't not support him.
Okay, so then just to be clear, if I did celebrate the death of Trump and I celebrated him almost dying, would you still support me?
I don't support anyone that wishes death upon anyone. That's not
You
okay
just
to
supported
do.
Trump. You still support Trump.
I support Trump, but doesn't mean I support what he says. He can
Okay,
say
but he
something
does
and still
that.
be a
You
good
said you
person.
don't support anyone who does that, but he does that.
Meaning, I don't respect anyone that does that.
So you don't respect Trump.
I do respect Trump. I think he's doing a great job. But hold on, you're twisting my words, Parker.
I'm not twisting shit, dude. You're just contradicting yourself repeatedly.
No, I'm not. I can still support even if Biden did that. If Biden praised someone for being shot or whatever, and I supported Biden, I would still support him.
Oh, okay. So you'd still support
I'm
it.
not
So
saying
would you still, if you knew for a fact that I celebrated the death of Donald Trump, would you be okay with that?
I would not be okay with that.
Okay. Would you still talk to me?
Probably not.
So you wouldn't talk to me because of that, but you'll still support Trump?
I mean, everyone's forgiven. I mean, God forgives everyone for doing what they're not supposed to do.
Except if you commit blasphemy, right?
I'm not saying Trump's a good person. I'm not saying he's perfect. No
Wait,
one's perfect.
wait. Except if you commit blasphemy, right?
What I'm saying is no one's perfect. Obviously, he's going to
No,
have.
dude, I'm asking you a question. So except if you commit blasphemy,
Okay,
right?
that's not okay.
So is blasphemy an unforgivable sin?
Anyone can be forgiven for whatever they do.
Even blasphemy?
The you could think of the worst thing you could do in humanity, and you would be
Blasphemy of the
forgiven.
Holy Spirit. Is that forgivable or unforgivable?
As long as you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior, you are forgiven.
Dude, the Bible literally says it's unforgivable, sir.
What Bible are you reading?
Any verse, or not any verse, any version you pick, it will say that.
Okay, got me on that one. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying that Trump's perfect. I'm not saying Biden's perfect.
So do you agree
one's
that
perfect.
blasphemy is an unforgivable sin?
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that Trump committed blasphemy, sir?
Again, he's not going to be the best president in the whole fucking world. He's
But
going
he's
to do his
committed
best.
an unforgivable sin, so why do you forgive him?
I'm saying that we're all human and that we all make mistakes. I'm saying Biden's probably made
So you're
mistakes.
making a mistake
Kamala
by
probably
forgiving
made-
Trump?
No, I'm saying that what's blasphemy? Can you define it for me? Because I'm having a difficult time here.
The context I'm using it in is that he's representing himself as Jesus Christ.
He's not doing that.
Yes, he is. He did.
No, he does not think he does not think he's Jesus Christ.
Then why did he post a picture representing himself as Jesus Christ, literally healing people with divine energy flowing out of his hands? With people praying
I'm
up
just
to him and
making-
him wearing the historical Jesus clothing.
He's probably just making a joke, which I think he has a really weird sense of humor.
Isn't that still blasphemy?
No, I just think he has a fucked up sense of humor sometimes.
Okay, so what
That's
do you
okay.
think blasphemy is?
I think if I had to go off the top of my noggin, I'd say blasphemy is like, not, see, I've heard the word, but I'm not really 100% sure of what it means. I think it's kind of making an assumption that really doesn't make sense or that's not true.
Blasphemy is making an assumption that doesn't make sense or is not true?
If I had to guess, that's what I think it means. It's like saying some ridiculous.
That's
crap
unforgivable.
or
Yeah,
doing
that sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's kind of what it means. It's saying something or doing something that can't be forgiven and that just
Mm-hmm.
out of the proportion.
That's
and wild.
wow. What an unforgivable sin.
I mean, I've said some things that have been pretty blasphemous, and people haven't been mad at me about it.
So you're unforgiven? So you're
No,
unforgivable?
No, anyone can forgive me for saying something.
Unironically,
it's your choice too.
I think you just got a violation for harassment and bullying. Or was that me? I can't tell. I think
I
it might have
didn't
been
see
me.
Mm.
I want to say it was me.
You're good. I didn't hear nothing bad. I just think that I think people need to give Trump a little bit more credit because, like, yes, he might not do certain things that you like, but you got to realize that he's not Jesus Christ, and he might have made jokes about it or whatever, which I think is fucked up. But you got to realize that he's gonna make mistakes.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry. Will you come right
You're
back
good.
onto my main account?
Yeah.
I just got my main account back. Sorry.
You're good.
I
You're good.
just did that mid conversation. I just found out my main account is back, so I'm like, yes. Sorry. Okay.
You're good.
You know my main account?
Yeah, I'll find
Okay.
it.
For sure. All right.
All right.
We'll see you there. We're back. We love it. See you on the main account, everyone. I can't wait. Oh, I can't even log out before I end it. I tried to end it, log out before. We are the champions. We are the champions. Alright, let me QR code this shit. Get back into the app. Yes! Woo! Let's go! We got it back. We back. We are back. Let me update. Update. We are back. Let's go. Back on the main. Woo! Fantastic. Let's go. Back on the main. It is true. Let's fucking go, chat. Let's fucking go. That's such a W. Lina, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh my gosh, I remember that. That one was really funny. Sammy, thank you, and Sammy, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $10. Thank you very much. Daniel, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Vera, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Oh, don't worry, I get you. Thank you very much. Max, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you very much. I totally get you, of course. Glad to see that you're here, as well as Brad. Thank you for the $10. Thank you very much as well. Alrighty. Let's get this first person up here for the debates for today, everyone, here on this account. What's up, everybody? Let's find this guy. What was the last guy's name? I kind of forgot. Anyone remember the last guy's name? Give it a second. Josh? Hey, Josh, if you're here, I'm waiting for you. Josh, if you're here, we're looking for you. Give it a quick second. If you want to support me, as always, everyone, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat, as always, everyone. Give it a second for people to join in. King of the Golden State, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Diabolical, right? Alrighty. Let's try to get this first person up here for the stream here on the main account. Good to be back on the main. That's great. I'm really happy for that. Alrighty. I found him. Welcome back.
Okay. First thing I want to say is all the people in the comments, you guys are very mean. There's no need to say rude things. I get you're trying to be funny, but that's not nice. All right, let's have some decency here.
Do you say that to your president, sir?
Huh?
Do you say that to your president, sir?
See, now you're making jokes.
That's not a joke. That's a serious statement.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, yes, you can hate Trump for whatever reason you think you can hate him for.
No, do you think he should be nice? Do you say that to your president?
I'm not saying he's a nice person, or not saying he's a mean person.
But do you tell him to be nice?
I think he should be nice. I think he can be a little bit nicer to people.
But when have you ever told him to be nicer?
I wish I met him.
No, but like not like told him, but like attempted to like politically prescribe that.
You're asking, do I think he's a nice person, or what are you asking?
Yeah, do you think he's a nice person? How about that?
Yeah, I do. I think he can be nice. I think he can be.
Oh, come on! You think he's a nice person? He's called for the of his political opponents.
He's just kidding around.
Nice.
I don't think it's funny.
You think it's okay to do that?
I think he has a fucked up sense of humor.
And so you'd be totally okay if I did that right now.
If that's your humor, then no, it's not okay. Just because one person does it doesn't make it okay for everyone else to do it.
Oh, okay. So then why is Trump doing it?
Because he's trying to be funny, I guess. I don't know.
And do you think that's okay?
No, I don't think it's okay.
Do you think that's just unifying?
No, it's not.
Do you think that's against the First Amendment?
I mean, we have the freedom of speech to say whatever we want. Doesn't mean
if he's calling for your he's saying that he wants your free speech rights to be violated. If he wants you to be
that's not okay.
Okay, so that's him trying to undermine free speech, right?
Whether he's joking or not, it's not okay to say anything like that. We should be allowed to say whatever we want. I mean, again, he's going to make mistakes. He's not perfect. I mean, you got to realize that he's a human and he makes mistakes, but he learns from them. I'm sure Biden and Kamala have made mistakes in their past.
Really? Can you name one mistake he's made that he learned from?
No, because he hasn't made any yet.
You don't think he's made a single mistake? Why doesn't he release the Epstein files?
Because that's not relevant. He has other shit to
It's not relevant? He's legally obligated to release them all, sir. That's the law.
Doesn't mean he's not.
He's legally obligated to release them all.
Doesn't mean he's going to.
Doesn't mean he's going to. But he's legally obligated to do so. If he wants to follow the law, he needs to do that.
Okay, but at the moment, I don't think he can because he's dealing with other stuff right now. He has other things to attend to. He has the war in Iran to deal with. He's dealing with,
that he
which
started.
I think this is a stupid thing that people are complaining about. The fountain, that's ridiculous.
The fountain?
The reflection pool.
Oh, you mean how he was complaining about it?
Oh, yeah, he was complaining about it. I don't think they did a I don't think they did a very good job about it or with it. But I think people hating on him for that is ridiculous. That's the most littlest thing you can
Wait, so
complain
why was he
about.
hating on Obama for that?
Because what did Obama do about it?
Wait, if you think it's unjustified to hate on Trump about it, why was it justified for Trump to hate on Obama and Biden for it?
It's not okay to hate on anyone for it. But what I'm saying is everyone hates on Trump for everything.
They're doing it in response to him doing it.
You're saying Obama hated on him for it?
No, Trump hated
Yeah,
on Obama and Biden for it. So what people
because
are
they thought he didn't
doing
do a good
is they
job.
are making light of this to make fun of Trump because he did that to the Democrats.
That's fair. You make fun of someone for doing it, you can make fun of them too.
Okay.
I'm not saying neither of them did a good job. I'm
Yeah,
just saying you
so if someone celebrates like the deaths of their political opponents, we can do that to them?
shouldn't do it to anyone.
No,
I'm
but
not saying
you
it's
just
okay
said
for
if they
Trump to
do
do
it themselves that we can do it to them, right?
it. I mean, I'm sure Obama has said some cruel things. I'm sure Biden said some, at least attempted to say some things because he can't speak very well. I'm sure Kamala has said some things because she
Kamala.
rambles on about blasphemy.
Blasphemy? Can you
Hmm.
say a single thing off the top of your head that Kamala Harris has ever said that you think was bad?
She was giving a speech at a rally and someone
I knew it was
yelled
going to be
out,
this.
I know exactly what you're gonna think. You know exactly what I'm gonna say.
I know exactly
Someone
what you're
said,
going to say, yes.
you know exactly what I'm saying.
And I know exactly why it's wrong.
Praise, no, it's not. Someone said, praise Jesus, right? Or praise God. And she said, no, you're at the wrong rally.
There were a Trump supporter that was heckling the crowd, an anti-abortion protester. So that's specifically what it was. It had nothing to do with them being Christian. She's Christian herself. Push that mustache.
Okay, that doesn't mean you say you're at the wrong rally if you're saying that.
Yeah, it does. Like it makes sense for her to say that they're at the wrong rally if they're a Trump supporter heckling the crowd.
Someone said, praise Jesus, and she said, you're at the wrong rally.
It's not
That's
because
not really
I
appropriate.
think you're this whole context thing that you brought up, like how you're taking people out of context. You should take into account more context. I think that's what you're lacking right now, because
No,
the
she
context
said that
here
right afterwards.
is that she was not saying it in response to that, but she was saying it in response to them heckling the crowd. You're taking it out of context. That's not what she said in response to that. She didn't hear that, right? When she was responding,
So what did she say then?
she said that they're not at the right rally and that they should go to the rally down the street. That was a Trump MAGA rally.
Down the street.
Yeah,
After someone said, praise Jesus.
it's not just that's not the only thing they said. You're being dishonest.
No, I'm not.
You know Robert Mueller in
That's
his life has
that's what
said
someone
praise
said, and
you
that
know
was her
Robert
response.
Mueller in his life has said praise Jesus. So Trump called for the execution of a person because they said praise Jesus. Is that justified for me to say?
No.
Okay, so then why is it justified for you to say that she said that because of the fact that they said praise Jesus when it had nothing to do with them saying praise Jesus and it had everything to do with them being a Trump supporter heckling the crowd? Again, she's Christian.
I could say she also said, she said, "Don't you dare say Merry Christmas" or something at a rally.
So again,
What's the context behind that one?
another thing taken out of context. Yeah, it was explicitly a bad circumstance, and she was explicitly getting. I think it was it was people being rude, right, to people who specifically didn't want to hear that.
Now you're making a
She's
good
never
point.
saying it's
I
wrong to
think
say
you
Merry
shouldn't do it to
Christmas
anyone.
overall.
You shouldn't take. Yeah, I'm saying
What about
she's
you?
done some
Do you
things
think you should
people
say
take out
Merry
of
Christmas to
context.
people who don't celebrate Christmas?
No, you should say whatever they celebrate. You should say Happy Kwanzaa or whatever,
Yeah, let's say
whatever they
Happy
celebrate.
Holidays, right? That's what she's saying.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying you shouldn't do it to Trump. You shouldn't do it to Biden. Shouldn't do it to Kamala. Shouldn't do it to any
Kamala.
politician. Take things out of context. Not just Trump. Anyone.
Yeah,
Because if you
what
do
context
that,
am I taking out?
I'm not saying you're taking context of anything.
You were the
I'm
one
asking
taking
because I
context out
haven't.
here.
You're not. I'm just saying that because I haven't heard the whole thing. I haven't taken the time to listen to the whole thing. I think people need to stop doing clips of one thing
That's
that
you
someone has
just
said,
did.
and then
You like literally just did that,
no,
sir.
I'm saying, and now I'm saying it's wrong because
Okay.
I was a victim to it of seeing a clip,
Mm-hmm.
and then people in comments being like, "Oh, she said this, she said that." Listen to the whole thing first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is you shouldn't do it to anyone
Mm-hmm.
because if you do that, things get lost in translation. You start hating that person for the wrong reasons. If you listen to the full thing, which goes back to just your overall politics and your opinions on everyone, if you listen to the whole thing, you can realize that they're not actually a bad person.
Okay.
Regardless if I support Trump or not, I think you should support someone based on what will that person do for you.
Okay. You want to do it based on what will that person do for you. Okay. So what has Trump done for you since he got in office? How has he made your life better?
I think he's done a good job with deporting illegal immigrants back to their country. I think
And
he's
how does
done a
that
good job
benefit
at
your life?
that. Knowing that there's no dangerous illegal criminals roaming around our country doing hedonistic things to people.
There are.
Because I don't.
There are still people who are violent criminals in the country who are undocumented. I don't know why you think that there aren't any. That's ridiculous. Secondly, we can also consider that if you don't want violent sex offenders in the country, why do you want them in the Oval Office?
He's not a sex offender.
He is. He's a violent sex offender, according to
bad
civil law.
I don't think he is.
He is.
You could think
He's
that.
determined
mean
by
I
civil
think
law, unanimously by a jury of 9 people, for forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina against her will.
I don't think that's true.
It is true. Look up Trump libel
It's not.
essay AP News.
It's disproven multiple times.
No, it hasn't. He was forced to
has.
pay her money because the Supreme Court wouldn't take the case.
It's been disproven multiple times.
No, it
That's not
hasn't.
happened.
He lost the appeal.
That's what my source says.
Okay, what source?
Yahoo.
What's the title?
Trump's case against the woman's name has been disproven that he is not.
The woman's name? What's her name?
sexually- I forgot her name.
I thought you were reading a title that says it.
All right, we're not getting anywhere.
Can you tell me anything about the case? Like one piece of evidence in the case you dispute?
Has he personally come out and said that he's done that?
He's admitted to engaging in that type of behavior. He says he grabs women by the vagina without asking. Plus, he's admitted to engaging in sexual exploitation. He's admitted to bragging about walking to the changing rooms of naked women while they're changing without their consent, where 2 18-year-olds came out, so there were 4 girls as young as 15 years old in the changing room. And again, you don't believe that. Also, I don't think that you need a rapist to admit it for you to identify that they're a rapist. Did Epstein ever admit
Yes,
it?
you do. Everyone knows he's done it. There's pictures.
Okay, if Epstein didn't admit it, would you believe that he's a rapist?
That Trump's racist? Or
I said Epstein.
Yeah, he is. And there's been pictures out there.
Yeah. I'm saying if he didn't admit it, would you believe it?
No. Just
you would,
because
you would believe that Epstein is not a rapist if he didn't admit it.
There's proof. There's been.
Wait. So let's just
physical
clarify.
proof.
Every sex offender that denies that they're a sex offender, you believe that they're not a sex offender?
Just because you say you're not, just because you say you are or not, doesn't make you one or not.
Exactly.
You can say things and people can believe you.
Exactly. So wait, you just proved my point, sir. You don't
Okay.
need to hear Trump admitting to doing it in order to believe that he did do it.
Okay, if Epstein did say it, we could all believe him, or we could not. You choose
Trump
to
said
believe
that he
him.
engages in sexual exploitation. Do you believe him?
Yes, because he's probably telling the
So,
truth.
so then why do you still vote? Why do you still want to vote for him?
Because of for the person he is, he's a good person. I think he's doing
You
a
think a
great
good
job.
person
That's just my
rapes
opinion.
women and sexually exploits them? You think a good person pardons violent rioters who beat police officers, calls them patriots?
It's one thing to do things like that. It's a whole nother thing to admit to it. It takes a very big person to admit to they're wrong. And
So you
since
think
he
he's a
admitted
good
to
person because he admitted to sexual exploitation?
again, I don't think it was right if he did do that.
So do you think
if
he's
that
a
is
good
true.
person because he admitted to engaging in sexual exploitation?
The fact that he admitted to doing something wrong makes him a good person.
Okay, that's crazy to say. So if
No, it's not.
wait, if Jeffrey Epstein admitted he did something wrong, would that make him a good person?
It makes him a better person because
Would that make him a good person?
admitting to it? Yeah.
You think Epstein would be a good person if he admitted he did something wrong?
Because he did something wrong doesn't make him a bad person. What I'm saying is
What? Dude's a
Hold on,
convicted
hold on.
child sex trafficker, bruv. What are you talking about?
that it takes
Wait, so if Hitler
lot of
admitted he
balls
was if Hitler admitted he was wrong, would you think he's a good person?
no.
Okay, so just admitting you're wrong doesn't make you a good person.
It makes you an honest person. The fact that you can admit to something
then why?
you did wrong.
And Trump's not an honest person, and also he has not admitted to cheating on every single one of his wives when he did. He's not admitted to cheating on Melania with Stormy Daniels, even though he paid her hush money.
To have a little fun.
That's a lie, though, and he didn't admit it. What do you mean to have a little fun? Would you be okay with your significant other saying that about her cheating on you?
I mean, I wouldn't be okay with it.
So if she said that in justification, she's just having a little fun, you'd be okay with it?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
No,
you're
you
a
probably
cuck?
did better than I could do. No, saying, oh, you cheated on me. You better have a bigger dick than I did.
That would be difficult. So I mean, what are you like speaking from? Are you speaking from experience?
No, I haven't been lucky enough to get there.
Lucky enough to get to a place where your partner would cheat on you? At that point, it doesn't sound like cheating, then,
No,
sir.
never had a girlfriend, so I wouldn't know. Yeah.
I can tell.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I know. I'm never gonna get there.
I wonder why.
I think what you and Dean do for the Democratic Party is very smart because a lot of people don't have the courage enough to go out into public eye or public view or go on live every day and discuss your opinions and what you believe in. And I have to praise you guys for doing it because most people can't do that. You're doing what Charlie Kirk did, which is having civil debates with people. And a lot of people come on here and they want to argue and go back and forth and yell at people, which is the wrong thing to do.
Well,
So
Charlie Kirk
even
ran
though
away from debating me and Dean.
because he doesn't want to waste time.
You think it would be a waste of time to have a debate with Dean?
I've seen you and Dean debate with him. It gets nowhere.
What?
When you debate him on Jubilee, you kept bringing up the same,
When Dean
same
debated
topic.
Charlie on Jubilee, Charlie said it was the best argument he's ever heard.
Yeah,
So
because
what do you mean?
you and Dean have very reliable sources. What you
Wait,
guys
so
say,
then if it was the best argument he's ever heard, then how could you say it'd be a waste of time?
because Dean cut in line. He cut in line trying to get to the mic.
He didn't cut in line. I was there.
Yes, he did.
None of us
He
cut in
kept
line
yelling at Charlie to debate him.
because they wouldn't accept us into the line. They kept changing where the line was so that we couldn't get in line.
Because you guys changed the topics. You changed the
We
topics
changed
several
the
times on
topics.
Jubilee.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
That is just a ridiculous argument.
no,
Secondly,
it's not. I watched the
is.
whole video.
It
I
is.
watched the whole thing.
Wait,
You
no,
kept
it's a
bringing up-
ridiculous argument to say that he's not going to debate Dean because Dean will just change the topic. Because literally, Charlie admitted that he would debate Dean like literally 3 times privately, and then like wouldn't follow through with it.
He also said Dean has a better chance of being conservative than most.
Yeah, he called me deranged though.
mean,
I
are
wear
you?
that as a badge of honor. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Like he called me
Are you
deranged.
deranged?
No.
Are you? Okay, then you're not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's fucking hilarious that he thinks that because I dog walked him that badly in a debate.
Okay, I'm sure he's dog walked you before.
Nope, name a single point.
Yeah, you were losing that debate with him on Jubilee because you kept bringing up the same topic and he kept trying to direct it back to the topic they're on. And you kept bringing up God, you kept bringing up church, and he's trying to talk about one topic and you keep bringing up the same one.
Can I explain to you the
So it's like-
criticism?
It's like show him you're losing without telling him you're losing.
That's not me. That's not me pivoting. Even let me explain. So the criticism
Okay.
is that his definition of a scam would then logically entail that every Christian denomination other than his would be a scam because they have false doctrine. Yeah, like
Okay.
that was my criticism. That's a better way to frame it than I did, but that was my criticism. Does it make sense? So I was saying that his notion of a scam is a bit bad. Just because you didn't use it within your directly within your job that you're going to be in doesn't mean that the skills that you developed in college or the connections you made in college weren't relevant towards you making more money later in life or benefiting you in terms of your opportunities later in life. Like for example, I gave you an example specifically of myself, right? I got an economics degree, but it wouldn't show up that I'm specifically in a field relative to my economics degree because I do content. But yet my economics degree is super helpful for the job that I work in. And I use the things that I learned in school every single day.
Okay, and you're one example of that person. A lot of people use their degree, but most people get a degree and never get the job that the degree is meant for.
But they will use their degrees. And also, just because some people get degrees and then they don't necessarily get a job specifically within that field, does not mean that college is a scam overall.
No, because you learn something valuable.
Okay, so he was making the claim college is a scam.
It can be.
Wait, that was my position. You agree with me?
Yeah.
That was literally my position.
That college is a scam?
No, that it can be.
It can be a scam.
Yeah, it can be, but it's not a scam
That's
in
what-
general. He's making a claim
what
that
Charlie said.
he was making the claim that college is a scam in general. So it actually seems like you agree with me and you disagree with him.
I can disagree with Charlie. I agree with him a lot on a lot of.
Okay, so
I agree
what
with him
point
on a
did
lot
he
of
beat
things.
me on? If you just brought up a point you agreed with me on.
What I'm trying to say is that when he was talking about college as a scam, you kept bringing up, oh, is church a scam? Which that was not relevant to the conversation.
It was relevant And I think that I could
No,
have
it wasn't.
argued it in a manner that would have made it more clear that it was relevant, like in the way that I just simply described to you, that every Christian denomination other than his, because he thinks that they have false doctrine, are then going to be a scam under his definition. But
But what
I mean,
he was
I kind of
trying to
argued
tell
it from
you
a
is,
perspective of like, oh, I'm an atheist. I think the best way would have been able to argue it was the denominations aspect of the argument that I was running.
but what you kept doing is you kept turning the conversation into, oh, church is a scam, when that wasn't the topic. He was talking about college is a scam, and you
I know you
kept
keep
talking
repeating that, and
about
I
church.
responded to that multiple times. Did you hear what I said?
I did hear what you said, but you're still denying what I'm saying because you
That's
know
not
I'm
a
right.
point where he dog walked me on. That's just me pivoting doesn't mean I got dog walked or lost on a point,
But
even if
that's
I
one thing
did
the
pivot,
Democrats
which
do
by the
is
way,
you guys
I
change the topics.
what's up?
You guys change. That's one thing that Democrats do is you change topics because you want to get your point across and you don't want to
Wait,
hear
I'm
the other
sorry. I'm
person.
sorry. Just let me just be clear. If there's one example of me changing topics, how does that then mean you can't debate me? Because there's one example.
You kept,
I bet you I can find an example of Charlie Kirk changing topics.
no, he hasn't. He's staying on topic every
You
time.
you think you can never you think that there's not a single clip out there of Charlie Kirk changing topics? I can show you a
Nope.
point in the debate where he does that.
When he debated you,
Yes, he
because
tried to change
okay,
topics so many times. Can you like actually acknowledge reality that yes, there is absolutely a clip of him changing topics? Would that then mean we
for the
shouldn't
right
debate
reasons,
him?
probably
Like what?
for the right. He probably changed topics because people kept changing their topic. Because you kept talking about, oh, church is a scam. He kept trying to put you back onto the right topic
Sir, I think
about
you have
college.
CDS.
I have CTE actually.
Sorry, I was saying Charlie devotion syndrome.
No, I just think that Charlie makes a lot of sense, and I think people don't give him enough credit for what he's done in his part.
His part? What do you mean, being bigoted?
No, putting Trump back in office. I think what he's done
Which
for
was
the
horrible
Republican
for the
Party.
country.
No, it wasn't. He's
Yeah, it
done
was.
an incredible job of what he's done. He goes to
Name
college
one way
campuses.
that you're better off today than you were when Biden was in office at the very end.
I didn't have to pay $80 for gas.
Gas is more expensive now than what it was at the end of Biden's administration. Try again.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
When
Try
Biden was
again.
in office, I was paying $80 for gas.
You understand at the end of Biden's administration that gas was lower. The reason why gas went up is because of Trump's war with Iran that he started. So try again. What metric of the economy, what aspect of your life is better off since Trump got in office?
Gas prices have gone down.
No, they have not. They have
Groceries,
gone up.
the
What are you
cost of
talking
groceries have
about?
gone down. Housing's gone down.
No, that has
Minimum
not.
wage has gone up. There's more jobs.
No, it hasn't. Minimum wage has
The
stayed the same
economy's
since
great.
2009.
The economy's getting better. There's more jobs.
Name what aspect
More-
about the economy that's better off. Job
more-
growth has gone down. We've seen
No,
unemployment
it
go
hasn't.
up.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. You want to bet?
More immigrants are being
Wait,
deported.
wait, wait. Do you want to bet? You said unemployment hasn't gone up. You want to bet?
Go ahead.
You
Look
do?
at
How
Yahoo.
much?
I don't got money on me.
You have nothing?
No, I got nothing.
Okay. So it's higher right now than it was when Biden got in office, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
It might have been higher for a little bit, but it probably
No,
wasn't
it's
that
higher
bad.
right now.
Unemployment.
Yes.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it is. You want to bet? Oh,
You
wait,
show
you
me.
can't because the economy is not doing good.
It's doing great. How
Okay,
many-
so then
how
bet
many-
me.
how
So
many
then bet me.
things-
The economy's doing so great. You're doing so much better. Bet me.
No,
Oh. So the economy's not doing very great?
I think it is though.
So then
That's
bet
just
me.
my opinion. Why should I have to bet you?
Because you're wrong. And I'm going to
No,
take
I'm
that
not.
shit.
Okay, you can think I'm wrong, and that's okay.
No,
If
the
you
data
disagree-
says you're wrong. It's not just I think you're wrong. It's the Bureau of Labor Statistics says you're wrong based upon the governmental economic data.
Okay, back to what I was saying earlier.
What? No.
Hold on.
The unemployment's gone up. So can you name what aspect of the economy is better off since Trump got in office?
More jobs being created.
Nope.
Minimum
Job
wage
growth
has
has
gone
gone down. Minimum wage has
No,
stayed
it
the same
hasn't.
since 2009, so you're wrong. So try again.
No, it hasn't.
Try
No,
again.
It hasn't. No, it hasn't. But groceries have gone down. Gas has gone down. That's another one.
Groceries have not gone down and gas has not gone down. Groceries have gone up in cost. Actually, they've increased in the rate in which they were increasing in price. Inflation has gone up to higher levels it was than at the end of Biden's administration.
Okay.
Cope. Try again.
You're making good points. I'm not going to disagree. Do I like paying $80 for gas? No. Would I rather pay this much money than nuclear war with Iran? Absolutely.
Trump got Iran closer to a nuclear weapon. I already explained that one to you.
At least
He
at
pulled
least
out of the
he's doing something
JCPOA,
about
the
it.
Iran nuclear deal that capped their level of enrichment of uranium at 3.67%. That led to Iran enriching their uranium up to 60% according to the IAEA, which is closer to the 90% required to weaponize.
Biden and Kamala did nothing to prevent
Kamala.
Iran from.
Yes, they tried to,
Kamala
and what
Harris.
prevented them from doing so was Donald Trump. The
No,
JCPOA was
Trump
already
actually did something
established
about
under
it.
Obama's administration.
Trump's actually doing something about it. He's attacking them when they're trying to attack us.
You said
Kamala, what did Kamala and Biden do to
Kamala.
prevent Iran from having nuclear? Kamala, what did they
You
do
could say
to
Harris as
prevent?
well.
What did Biden and Harris do to prevent Iran from having nuclear power? What did they do?
Yeah, they tried to establish the JCPOA. Just the only thing preventing them from establishing the JCPOA was the fact that Donald Trump's administration could likely come back and then just prevent that agreement from existing again. So the JCPOA is the agreement that prevents Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. Donald Trump pulling us out of that agreement led to them getting closer to getting a nuclear weapon.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, Parker. I gotta go back to work. I'm off my lunch break, but I want to say thank you for not being argumentative as most people are, and for debating me.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you coming up.